Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 6.
We begin with a busy afternoon for firefighters as they race to douse a apartment fire in Kennewick. The flames sparked in a backyard on the 6800th block of West Kennewick Avenue. It was windy, and firefighters say the fire spread to the apartment building.
The unit got here in about 5 minutes, discovered a turbulent fire in a backyard space behind an apartment complex. The crews knocked down the fire quickly from the outside and then went into the inside of the structure to look to see if any of the fire has extended into the attic. Thankfully, they have not found any extension.
Nobody was injured, and it does remain unclear exactly what initially sparked the flames. Thank you so much for joining us on a busy Friday. I'm Madeline Hagan.
And I'm Alyssa Warner. Franklin County couple accused of murdering an 8-year-old Edgar Cassian Jr. and endangering their other children have been found and now arrested in Mexico by U.S. Marshals.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children confirming that information this morning after 5 of their other children were rescued. Tonight, we hear more about this case and look back on what we know so far.
On the run for nearly 2 years, Edgar Cassian Garcia and his girlfriend Araceli Medina, accused of crimes against their own children, have been found.
The charges against the 2 fugitives were horrific. That's how this couple ended up on the U.S. Marshals 15 most wanted list.
The U.S. Marshals Office says in late 2020, Cassian Garcia's young daughters were found abandoned at a Tijuana, Mexico gas station and showed signs of severe abuse. This led to Pasco investigators beginning a search for their brother, Edgar Cassian Jr. KAPP KVEW found out about the missing person investigation in June of 2021. Police say there's an 8-month gap where no one knew where the young boy was. PPD says they're not yet ready to discuss who was supposed to have custody of the young boy. Then, February 2022, remains found by hikers in the hills behind Findlay. Weeks later, officials revealed they belonged to young Cassian Jr. His father and stepmother nowhere to be found. U.S. Marshals believe when the couple found out they were being investigated for the boy's disappearance, they fled to Mexico with their infant son and Medina's 4 children.
We're so grateful that all 5 children were found safe. It's really incredible, especially after all this time. The children were flown back to Washington State late last night, as we understand it, and they're doing well.
The couple is facing a slew of charges, including aggravated first-degree murder, 3 counts of first-degree child assault, and 4 counts of first-degree child rape. John Bischoff with the NCMEC says it's a reminder that we can never give up hope for missing children.
This is a good example that children can be found even after long periods of time. We urge everyone to stay alert. You never know when you might be the person to help bring home a missing child.
And I spoke with Pasco Police Detective John Davis, who says this case has taken up a majority of his time for the past 3 years. He's also quoted as calling it one of the worst cases he's ever come across. The extradition date for Cassian Garcia and Medina is not known yet at this time.
We have new information tonight about the baby's body found abandoned along the side of I-82 between Richland and Benton City earlier this month. The Benton County Sheriff's Office said an autopsy showed the infant was stillborn, but the death investigation is ongoing. Today, the Sheriff's Office said there has been so much attention on this case, a Benton County family came forward to make funeral arrangements. That memorial will be held next Saturday, April 8th at Sunset Memorial Gardens. We have more information, including links to contact investigators if you have any information about this case, on our website, yaktrinews.com.
7 months after her body was found in a bag in the Columbia River, Brandy Ibanez's alleged killer, her ex-boyfriend Richard Jacobson, appeared in court. Jacobson was extradited from Multnomah County, Oregon to Benton County Jail on Thursday. Today he pled not guilty to a second-degree murder charge and protection order violation. Ibanez and Jacobson had 2 other daughters. The judge issued a no-contact order against him. Ibanez's family and friends showed their support in court this afternoon, hopeful that justice will be served. Jacobson's bail has been set at $2 million. His trial is set for May.
We're learning more about what happened when a Pasco police officer was shot during a traffic stop 1 week ago. Police say Officer Phil Hanks pulled into the Circle K on West Court Street in Pasco just before 6 a.m. last Friday to block a suspected reckless driver. The latest Special Investigations Unit report released this morning says as Officer Hanks walked up to that suspect car, 38-year-old David Galvez allegedly shot him through the closed door, then sped away as the officer crawled back to his car. Investigators say because of the circumstances, officers were able to chase Galvez and stopped him with the help of Benton County Sheriff's deputies. Galvez was injured and taken to the hospital. Investigators did not give an update on his condition, but say he is still in custody.
Now to a winter storm warning for the Washington Cascades. It began about an hour ago and lasts through Sunday morning at 5. Heavy snowfall now expected for elevations above 2,500 feet. The National Weather Service says all of the Washington's Cascade Mountain passes, which include Stephen and Snoqualmie passes, can expect an impact.
You can also expect powerful wind gusts. Nothing that dramatic for the Tri-Cities region, although we are expecting that breezy weather. Jason Valentine is tracking your first alert forecast.
Good Friday night, everyone, and welcome to the weekend. And folks, we're already seeing quite a bit of shower activity and windy conditions throughout most of our regions. And we're going to see those showers continue into tomorrow morning and then scattered showers as we get to the afternoon. So we're going to be seeing highs pretty much on par with what we saw today, mid to upper 50s for our areas. And that will be good pretty much into our next work week. So folks, as we get into Saturday morning, we have more shower activity in the mid-Columbia and especially in the Blue Mountain region, and then it turns to scattered as we get to around the noon hour. We do expect the winds to increase even more from what we're seeing tonight, 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. We also have snow in the mountainous areas. The Cascades and the Blues are under a winter storm warning. So do get ready if you're doing any traveling for snow in the passes. Still plenty of rain tonight into tomorrow for our areas. I'll get you ready for your weekend in my full forecast. That's coming up later in the show.
Now, ironically, today marks the deadline to have studded snow tires removed from vehicles in Washington state. Failure to do so could lead to a $137 ticket, according to Richland Police. The agency also says studded tires cause up to $29 million a year in damage to state highways. That's not including damage to city and county roads, which Richland Police say adds up to millions more. A follow-up on last summer's crash of a ferry in Seattle. Investigators blame human error. Washington State Ferry says an experienced captain was at the controls of the ferry as it headed toward the ferry terminal in downtown Seattle. The vessel went off course and hit the pilings, causing nearly $8 million in damages. The captain resigned the next day without explanation. Investigators found that he did not follow existing landing procedures, which require a witness on the bridge.
Always good to have a friend there with you.
Most definitely, yes.
All right, we're talking about big weekend events taking place this weekend in the Tri-Cities. That includes tomorrow's Fashion with Compassion event and the Apple Cup race. Details coming up.
Also, the gift of extending life, why a local flag raising serves as a poignant reminder of the life-saving power of organ donation.
And the food, the festivities, the fun, the spring carnival gets underway in Yakima. We'll take you there. You're watching KAPP Local News at 6.
The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or polar ice cap air conditioner mode, because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers all-night cooling.
Mattress Depot USA.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service. We really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Hey, Dad, look.
Us.
This is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What?
And when our phones have turned us into this,
LT,
what do you do when you're a company that sells them?
We gotta fix this.
It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes.
Feels good.
And let's find us again. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Do you miss those 2020 stimulus checks you received and wish you had some extra money for some new furniture?
Well, at Walker's Furniture, we want to help you out. Boost your savings and get big discounts store-wide with your Walker's Furniture Stimulus Check. Just visit a Walker's store near you or download your checks online and cash in on the savings. Plus, with no money down, no minimum purchase, and special 5 years financing.
You can get that new furniture you've been wanting and save your cash this week at Walker's.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves.
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. The Tri-Cities region is revving up this weekend for the 54th annual Apple Cup race. With dozens of late model cars to cheer on, it may be the loudest and fastest event going on in the Tri-Cities this weekend.
Sounds like fun. KAPP Riley Fitzgerald takes us to the raceway to find out why racers are here from all over the Northwest. What makes West Richland's track different from the others?
The Tri-City Raceway, it's different from most others. It's a tri-oval with some complicated corners.
I've always wanted to race at a tri-oval, never done that before. So I had a blast last year, caught right on.
One racer described the track having more character than other raceways.
Yeah, try and give it as much gas as you can just to make that and then not go off the track over there. So it's tricky. You got to play with it a little bit to get it where it needs to be, but it's fun.
They say it's a track you can't not get speed on.
Here we're about 130 plus going into the corner, and we don't use brakes here at all. The rolling is where it's fast, and if the more free your car is, the faster you're going to be.
Just like every track, there are some pros and some cons. One racer explained that the asphalt is old, which causes some of the cars to lose grip and slide.
And you're actually sliding, like around this turn, when you come through turn 1 all the way down to turn 2, the car is actually sliding and drifting the whole way through.
It's a lot different mentally because, you got like the far corner over there, it's pretty much your normal corner of any other track, but then you've got this side over here and it's just completely different in your mind how you take this corner and swing around.
Despite the challenges, they say it's a race they can't miss.
It's just the crown jewel, open the season, like they were saying, just kick it off. So we decided to come down here and see if the cars were good. So it should be a good test.
The Apple Cup is bringing some people to get the experience, some for the several $1,000s in purse cash for the winners, and others for the trophy. But one person says having their name on the back of the Apple Cup merch is just more satisfying than any trophy. In West Richland, Riley Fitzgerald, KVEW Local News.
There will be vendors in a beer garden this weekend as well. You can find tickets on our website, yaktrinews.com. And that's not the only event that's happening this weekend. We are also talking about the Spring Break Carnival that opened today at State Fair Park in Yakima. It runs through next week.
And it looks delicious. KVEW's Emily Goodell got an inside look at what the carnival has to offer and a deeper look at the people behind it.
No! For kids in Yakima, the Spring Break Carnival is a once-a-year treat. For people working behind the scenes like office manager Vicki Plotner, it's her life.
15 rides, lots of fun, fair food, plenty of games to win prizes. I enjoy it. I say that my day begins at the end of March and ends at the end of September. And then I have 5 months off during the winter. It's a family-run industry, generations of families, and it just keeps getting passed down.
That's the case for concessions manager Crystal Bohannon.
My grandparents after World War II actually helped someone who owned a carousel. And then it just was so much fun, they fell into it, and it was an industry with great people that they just loved.
It's a family. that's been through rough times.
During COVID, there was no fairs or festival, which was so unfortunate, because everybody needs to celebrate and have fun and just get out sometimes. So this carnival was kind of put to bed. I went and became a substitute teacher, for a year and a half, So and we all had to do that, find supplemental income, while we waited. And then when coming back out, people are just so happy, to come back to the carnival and to have some kind of festivities that even if you just want to come and get one thing and walk around, and see stuff and be in a place where it's just happy.
In Yakima, Emily Goodell, KAPP Local News.
The carnival is open starting at noon tomorrow and Sunday starting at 2 p.m. On the weekdays, they close around 10 p.m.
Now, KAPP First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday evening, everyone. And folks, hope you have great plans for the weekend. You are going to have to work around the weather. We do have rain into tomorrow morning. Then it turns to scattered showers for Saturday and Sunday. Weekend mountain snow and heavy winds. We're already seeing heavy winds tonight. They'll increase as we get into tomorrow. We do have a winter storm warning for the Cascades and the Blues. They are going through Sunday evening at 5 p.m. So 10 to 20 new inches of snow in the Cascades. That's above 2,500 feet. That is pretty low for this time of year. In the Blue Mountain region, 8 to 15 inches, and that is above 4,000 feet. If you're traveling through the passes, please make sure to check on conditions and if there's any restrictions. Be very careful out on the road. So as we head into our evening hours, these showers will continue, but there might be a little pocket for Ellensburg through Yakima. Might be staying more or less dry with some scattered showers. So as we move into our overnight period, we have more shower activity, and it's actually going to build along the foothills of the Blues. And there's that snow in the Cascades continuing and snow in the Blues. So as we get to early tomorrow morning, look at these heavy cells going through Pendleton. You could see some heavy rains at time. It starts to ebb away from the Tri-Cities. And then as we get into the afternoon, just scattered showers, and that is going to continue into Sunday. And that includes those heavier winds we expect for tomorrow. 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. So let's take a look at what you can expect on your Sunday. Now, what's happening is the storm system, the upper level system, which is causing all of the wind and precipitation, will slowly move south as we move into later on Sunday. That will alleviate the shower activity in our areas, also the winds in our areas. So our temperature trend as we move along into the weekend and into our next work week, we're going to remain for the Tri-Cities in those mid-50s, about 5 or so degrees off of our average. We'll start to warm up though as we get to the latter part of our work week. So we're going to see upper 40s to 50s at least through, it looks like, Wednesday when we start to warm up. Now our winds today, 15 to 25 mile per hour winds, gusts even higher. Tomorrow, 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. But when that system starts to move south, we'll see those winds slow down on your Sunday, 10 to 15 mile per hour, and then right around 10 mile per hour for your next work week. In our almanac, we are way under our average for our highs. Overnight lows still a little bit warmer for Yakima. Tri-Cities area 5 below our average and much warmer in our overnight period. Hey, it's our 2023 countdown. We had the Mariners last night. We have the Tri-City Dust Devils. Their opener is 6 days away, and it is at home. Easter, 9 days away. The NFL Draft, just under 4 weeks away. So in our overnight period, we do expect to see overnight lows warmer. We're in the mid to lower 40s for the Mid-Columbia and the Blues, in the 30s for the for the Yakima Valley and Ellensburg. As we head into tomorrow, again, morning showers turning into scattered, maybe some sun breaks for the Yakima region and the Tri-Cities area, mid to lower 50s, 48 for Ellensburg, almost on par with our temperatures today. 7-day forecast, scattered showers for the Tri-Cities. It should slow down by the time we get to the evening on Sunday. Much nicer conditions in our next work week, and we start to warm up on Wednesday with more sunshine on the way. In the Yakima Valley, again, mid 50s pretty much through Tuesday, warmer in our next work week, a little bit more sunshine for your Saturday with scattered showers returning on Sunday. So folks, heavy snow in the mountains. We have heavy winds for our areas through pretty much Sunday morning, and scattered showers after these showers we're seeing right now persist into tomorrow morning. Be careful out there.
Thank you so much, Jason. STCU and KAPP Local News are looking for community volunteers in Benton and Franklin counties to go that extra step helping us all. If If you know someone like this, please nominate them by clicking on contests at yaktranews.com. Every 6 weeks or so, we choose a volunteer to profile on KAPP Local News, and STCU awards his or her organization a $1,000 gift. Thank you so much for nominating someone, and a big thank you to everyone who volunteers. We'll be right back after the break.
Celebrate the grand opening of Click It RV's new store in Yakima Valley or at Click It RV in Pasco and get the same grand opening specials plus liquidation prices on all 20 to 22 RVs. Nobody will beat our prices. We guarantee it. Just off $395 in the Pasco Autoplex or clickitrv.com.
At Vapiano, we invite you to slow down, enjoy the journey. Make a reservation today. Taste wine where it's created. Sample a variety of wines from Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, and make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estates, Walla Walla.
At the Blue Mountain Station Cooperative in Dayton, Washington, we offer you the Pacific Northwest's finest local products. Fresh baked goods, locally grown produce, artisan cheese, fresh roasted coffee, wine, honey, and so much more. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Get moving in the most fun-to-drive Honda vehicles yet. Like the Civic, the vehicle car and driver called more fun to drive than the competition. And the HR-V, with more style, a more sporty design, and more exhilarating performance. Get moving and find the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Floor scuffs, tears, and nasty scratches. Forget them for good with Ruby Sliders, the chair leg covers that stretch to fit most chairs and make floor marks a thing of the past. Slide it here, slide it there, slide it anywhere. Just slip them on and keep your floors looking like new. They fit any size or shape furniture leg and glide effortlessly. Forget flimsy felt pads and caps that don't fit. Just stretch it on and slide it. Call or click now to get Ruby Sliders for as low as 99 cents with free shipping.
The journey home can look a little different to everyone. That's why our expert technicians are here to make sure that wherever you feel at home, whether it's when you're hard at work, surrounded by loved ones, or cheering them on from the sidelines, you get there. Because we know a vehicle is really more than a vehicle. It's your way home.
Find your next Subaru at McCurley Subaru and get 3.9% financing.
Starting now, it's the 72 months for 72-hour event at More Furniture. Get 72 months interest-free financing on the furniture you need for your whole house. Bedrooms never look so dreamy, living rooms so relaxing, and dining rooms so inviting as they do with 72 months to pay with interest-free financing. But don't wait, this event won't last long. Get 72 months to pay for 72 special hours only. Right now at More Furniture.
Celebrate the grand opening of Click It RV's new store in Yakima Valley or at Click It RV in Pasco and get the same grand opening specials on travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and Class A and C motorhomes. We guarantee it. Just off $395 in the Pasco Autoplex or clickitrv.com.
A flag raising today at Cadillac Regional Medical Center to raise awareness of the life-saving gift of organ donation. The flag will fly throughout the month of April, which is National Donate Life Month. This event hit home for Sue Bergen. Her son died in 2018 after being hit by a deer while riding a motorcycle. His organs were gifted to people in need, and his mom is now advocating for others to do the same.
And I could go on and on about him, but the greatest gift and why I'm so proud is because he had that conversation with his wife, and she knew exactly what he wanted done if something were to happen to him. He knew the risks of riding a motorcycle and just life in general. I mean,
she says her son's legacy lives on through his children and through the recipients he was able to help through his gift of organ and tissue donation. You can find resources on our website, yaktranews.com, about Donate Life and its resources. You're watching KAPP Local News at 6. We'll be right back.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, stunning smiles for the whole family.
You don't have to go to the East Coast to get a great cheesesteak. Brothers Cheesesteaks right here in Kennewick. Freshly sliced tender ribeye, your choice of classic cheeses, and a toasty French baguette. What are you waiting for? Brothers Cheesesteak? It's not good. It's the bomb!
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
It's one of the most awesome sights in the Pacific Northwest.
It's hard to decide which direction to look at. It's a very humbling experience.
And it's just a short drive from the Tri-Cities.
You appreciate what we've been given.
Fly the Northwest over Palouse Falls, Tuesday on KAPP Local News at 6.
Next ET, American Idol Hollywood Week
gets nasty.
We're with the judges, seeing red.
I lay my stiletto down pretty hard.
Plus, only we're with Chandra Wilson. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on KAPP.
Hit the ground running in the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet. Like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport, or the Ridgeline, made more rugged with better off-road performance, and more capable with different driving modes available to conquer snow, mud, and sand. Adventure on in the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
I'm getting backyard cookout vibes. Inside? Oh, that's the new DQ Backyard Bacon Ranch Signature Stack Burger. Now you can take the backyard anywhere with honey barbecue sauce and house-made Hidden Valley Ranch. You guys are taking this backyard anywhere thing really seriously. Maybe next time you'll take that DQ Backyard Bacon Ranch Signature Stack Burger to, you know, the actual backyard.
We need a hose.
Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Do you have a current vehicle loan or lease? Do you want a low financing rate? Do you want a new ride? If you've answered yes, then stop what you're doing and get to Steve Hahn today. Stuck in a loan or lease? Steve Hahn wants to get you released and into any new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV with over 500 to choose from. With zero down and as low as 1.9% financing even on used vehicles. Have a job clearing $350 per week? You're virtually approved today. SteveHahnAutoGroup.com.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Next Extra, we're in Park City and in court for the grand finale of Gwyneth's trial. Then Kevin Hart breaks news about his action star status.
Nobody knows this.
How he's leveling up with John Cena in Die Hard 2. Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on KAPP.
Happening this weekend in Richland, the Fashion with Compassion event. This takes place at 5:30 tomorrow, April 1st at the Uptown Theater. Leadership Tri-Cities and the Domestic Violence Services of Benton and Franklin counties will host the event. It features a social hour, silent auction, snacks, and fashion show. The event will also kick off the group's new thrift store, and tickets are on sale as of this evening.
Also happening this weekend, Ride with a Ranger. It's a free guided bike tour between Columbia Point Park in Richland and the Reach Museum. The trip includes some stops, and a Manhattan Project National Park ranger and a Reach educator will help reveal the local history. The event includes free admission to the Reach Museum, and REI will have people helping with any bike issues before the event. It does require registration beforehand, though.
A timeless classic, an iconic daytime soap opera is now celebrating an amazing milestone. We're talking about that coming up.
Plus, severe weather striking Arkansas this evening as giant balls of hail fall in Illinois.
And the U.S. Attorney for Eastern Washington responding tonight after flyers that have caused some serious concern appeared in a Northwest neighborhood. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
Now, KAPP Local News at 6:30.
Now at 6:30, a live look at the area near Snoqualmie Pass. A winter storm warning for above 2,500 feet is now in effect for the Washington Cascades. The National Weather Service says heavy snow will fall on all the passes. That includes Snoqualmie and Stevens passes. Thank you so much for sticking with us on a busy Friday evening. I'm Madeline Hagan.
And I'm Alyssa Warner. Now let's go to some video taken a little earlier today of Stevens Pass. This winter storm warning comes as we are about to begin the month of April. Ironically, today marks the deadline to remove studded snow tires from all vehicles in Washington. Now, the heaviest snow should fall overnight in Washington's Cascades, according to the National Weather Service. We've been watching the radar here in the studio, and it's not looking like too much snow right now. So hopefully it'll hold off till a little bit later this evening. You can see just a little bit of blue up there in the Cascades that is snow. We're also talking about powerful wind gusts that are expected, and that is going to carry over to our area. Jason Valentine is here with your first alert forecast.
Good Friday night, everyone, and welcome to the weekend. And folks, we're already seeing quite a bit of shower activity and windy conditions throughout most of our regions. And we're going to see those showers continue into tomorrow morning and then scattered showers as we get to the afternoon. So we're going to be seeing highs pretty much on par with what we saw today, mid to upper 50s for our areas. And that will be good pretty much into our next work week. So folks, as we get into Saturday morning, we have more shower activity in the mid-Columbia and especially in the Blue Mountain region, and then it turns to scattered as we get to around the noon hour. We do expect the winds to increase even more from what we're seeing tonight, 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. We also have snow in the mountainous areas. The Cascades and the Blues are under a winter storm warning. So do get ready if you're doing any traveling for snow in the passes. Still plenty of rain tonight into tomorrow for our areas. I'll get you ready for your weekend in my full forecast. That's coming up later in the show.
Thanks, Jason. And we're tracking developing news tonight out of Arkansas. Millions of Midwest and Southern residents now bracing for another round of severe storms with the potential to create dangerously powerful tornadoes. 2 reports of twisters, 1 touchdown near the Tennessee border and a second touchdown in Little Rock, which left significant damage and destruction in its wake.
Everything happened in like 5 seconds. It was like it came, boom. It was you hear a lot of commotion and stuff. Then it was just over. I go outside and it's crazy.
Severe weather also hit parts of Iowa and Illinois. You can check out this damage from falling hail in Banner, Illinois, which did leave an impact on vehicles. And new details tonight on the history-making indictment of Donald Trump, the first former U.S. president to face criminal charges in the country's history.
Sources now telling ABC News that New York law enforcement will meet with the Secret Service and other federal officials to coordinate on former President Trump's surrender, which is expected next week.
Currently, New York City remains on high alert with security especially tight around the courthouse where Trump will face arraignment. ABC's Lindsay Watts reports.
This is the first public filing in the unprecedented indictment of the 45th President of the United States, the people of the state of New York, against Donald J. Trump. Sources familiar with the indictment tell ABC News the former president has been charged with around 24 counts, including felonies. Tonight, though, details of the charges remain under seal until Trump is arraigned.
It was shocked because this actually is coming to fruition.
Trump's attorney, Joe Tacopina, says even though the former president incorrectly predicted his own arrest last week, he and the legal team were caught off guard. He says Trump plans to plead not guilty and will aggressively fight the charges.
This is unprecedented in this country's history. I don't know what to expect other than an arraignment.
The investigation by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg has focused largely on an alleged hush money payment Trump made to porn actress Stormy Daniels to cover up a reported affair with Trump, and whether the true intent of that payment was to avoid negative publicity that might have cost Trump the 2016 election. In a phone call with ABC News, Trump claims the indictment is political persecution, and several high-profile Republicans are standing by him. But legal experts point out, we won't know how much legal jeopardy Trump could be in until we see the charges.
The assumption is that, yes, there is a felony charge in this indictment because this business records crime can be bumped up to a felony if it is committed in order to further another crime.
Tonight, Bragg's office is blasting some Republicans who've been criticizing his investigation and threatening to subpoena him. In a letter, he says their accusations that all this is politically motivated are baseless, and he's accusing them of engaging in unlawful political interference. Lindsay Watts, ABC News, New York.
Now at 6:30, some Eastern Washington families say they're tired of seeing flyers promoting a, quote, white revolution littering their neighborhood. The flyers placed on vehicles showed up a few days ago in a Spokane neighborhood. Vice Chair of the Spokane Human Rights Commission says this isn't the first time he's seen them. The commission has been monitoring these posters since 2020. He says they always show up in this particular West Central neighborhood.
This one to me was more concerning just because it was much more specific and much more violent.
Schriebman reported the flyers to Vanessa Waldriff's office, the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Washington. In a statement, Waldriff says in part, quote, hate speech does not reflect the values of Eastern Washington. I am proud that my office has been a leader in educating the community through our United Against Hate program about law enforcement's vital role in protecting the public and marginalized groups from hate-motivated offenses. And you can report posters such as these to the Civil Rights Division at 509-835-6306.
Well, masks are no longer required at medical facilities across the state of Washington starting Monday. Providence hospitals and clinics issued new guidance for patients and visitors. Masking, they say, is now highly recommended when in a patient room, during interactions with caregivers, and in waiting areas. Visitors with COVID-19 symptoms or other respiratory illnesses cannot enter the hospital. Providence may return to universal masking if community respiratory virus levels increase. And here's one more sign of getting back to normal. The Washington State Department of Agriculture will be opening up its Yakima office to the public again starting on Monday. WSDA closed all of its state facilities in March of 2020. Now with the office set to reopen, you can visit in person. You will have to sign in at the front desk and be escorted around the building. The reopening also means that pesticide license testing will be able to resume at the Yakima office building.
Starting on Monday, a key Main Street intersection in downtown Walla Walla will be closed for a month. There will be a detour in place directing drivers around to East Rose Street. The city says the intersection of 1st and East Main needs reconstruction to fix utility infrastructure and upgrade the traffic signal. They're also planning new water features and changes to the landscaping. Again, that closure begins on Monday and is expected to last through early May.
Ensuring little ones are safe on the road. Safe Kids Benton Franklin hosted a car seat and booster inspection at a Pasco fire station this afternoon. Technicians were on hand to make sure car seats are safe and secure inside the car. The National Highway Transportation Safety Administration says every car seat should be installed using the lower anchors or a seat belt. From there, your child's car seat or booster needs to be installed according to the manufacturer directions.
Coming by an event like this is really good. Make sure your car seat's up to date. Make sure your child, for their size and weight, is strapped into that car seat properly so that if you do have that crash out there on the road, your child will be protected.
Now, if you missed today's inspection, the Health District says you can contact them and schedule an inspection with a certified technician. You can do so by calling Safe Kids Benton Franklin. The number is there on your screen, 509-460-4214. Maddie, it looks like car seats have gotten a lot more complicated.
They're very complicated. I can attest to that. There's straps, there's tightening, and you just want to make sure your kids are safe. So a great free event for the community.
Now, still ahead, a daytime soap opera that's withstood the test of time. Now General Hospital is celebrating 6 decades on television.
That's quite a bit of time. Plus, colorful visuals inspired by scientific work taking place in our region. Learn about the art that lines the walls at the Tri-Cities Airport.
And we are experiencing some blustery conditions this weekend in our region. That's already started this evening, along with snow in the mountains. Jason Valentine's First Alert forecast next on KAPP Local News.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
My relationship with Make-A-Wish began 14 years ago. We cumulatively now have a total of $1.14 million we've done for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'm lucky to have a position that affords me the opportunity to support the community. And for me, I want the customer's buying experience to be just that. Understanding what their motivation is and also knowing that the activity they're having with me is going to have a direct reflect on what we're going to do with Make-A-Wish for the calendar year.
Find your next Subaru at McCurley Subaru and get 3.9% financing.
At Mattress Depot USA, we're all about being friendly.
Customer friendly.
Our sleep consultants would tailor the perfect sleep solution just for you.
Local friendly.
We grew up here.
Brand friendly.
The top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Price friendly.
We always give you the best value.
We might just be the friendliest place on earth. Excuse me? Don't worry, you're still the happiest.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
From KAPP, Apple Valley Eats.
Taste&See began with a food truck that was called Sammy's Mobile Eatery, and needing a commissary kitchen for the food truck when we started it, that kind of landed us here at the deli.
I love working here because it's just family oriented. When you come to work, it's not like you're going to work. It's like coming to see your second family. The customers are absolutely amazing.
Our goal is to know them all by name. We actually have a lot of our customers' drinks memorized as well. So when they come in, we start making their drinks, and definitely makes them feel a little more appreciated, knowing we put our time and effort into that as well.
Well, I've lived here all my life. I was born and raised here. Yeah, and our location here suits a delivery service because we're centrally located in Yakima. It doesn't take us long to get to the west side. We go out to Sela, you know, we go to Union Gap, we go to Terrace Heights, we do it all. Our delivery is completely free. There's no minimum order. If you order bread and water, we'll bring it to you.
If you haven't been here before, you should come because it is very cozy in here. You'll be treated with respect, kindness. It's very fun. We always have good, up-to-date music going, and it's very just relaxing in here.
We've loved every minute of serving our community and look forward to continuing to see where Taste&See goes.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Bard and Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Welcome back. The Central Washington Agricultural Museum in Union Gap is kicking off its 2023 season tomorrow with a free, family-friendly event. There's a smartphone-guided audio tour of the exhibits, including the old Yakima Letterpress Museum, Lindemann Tractors, and inside looks at Pioneer Life. They have horse-drawn wagon rides, kiddie train rides, plus blacksmith and antique apple packing line demonstrations.
There's so much stuff here to look at, and so much history sitting here on these grounds that everybody can enjoy this.
This event is from noon to 4 p.m. tomorrow at the Central Washington Agricultural Museum. And again, admission is free.
It's like a fun time. Well, if you've ever flown in or out of the Tri-Cities Airport recently, you may have noticed some new artwork on the terminal walls. 3 large displays titled Science is Beautiful, providing an artistic view of the science happening at the Pacific Northwest National Laboratory.
For this week's edition of Art Beat, KVEW's Jill Sperling took a trip out to the airport to get a look at these new pieces, and she spoke to one of the creative minds behind them.
You may not think of art when you think of the Tri-Cities Airport, but while you're waiting for your flight or waiting for your bags, you'll notice some creative and colorful visuals.
This is probably year 5 or year 6 of our rotational art, and it's been a huge success. I personally like it. I like to go around and see the new art, and we've been very lucky to have some very good presenters throughout the years.
This year, the art installation is all about science, put together by the creative minds at Pacific Northwest National Laboratory.
So we wanted to make sure that whatever concept we came up with, it checked that box of being an art installation first, to really be appealing, striking, and memorable for the visitors to the terminal.
And the 3 pieces located throughout the terminal are also educational.
It really covers the gamut of PNNL's research. There's a lot of microscopy images here, as you can probably tell just looking at them, really close-up macro views of very tiny expressions of science, but there are also scientific illustrations. There are some renderings of technical illustrations that happen to be really visually appealing.
But this installation allows the viewer to go beyond the visual through the use of QR codes.
And a certain number of the posters have those QR codes and will jump the science-interested public directly to a signature story on PNNL.gov that's a deeper dive into that research and that visual.
A link to what's happening at PNNL and a link to what makes this community unique.
When we designed the terminal, built the terminal, we wanted to keep that sense of community. So having art that's displayed that has a link to the community is very, very important for us.
In Pasco, Jill Sperling, KAPP Local News.
And the Science is Beautiful artwork will remain on display at the airport for the rest of this year.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday evening, everyone. And folks, hope you have great plans for the weekend. You are going to have to work around the weather. We do have rain into tomorrow morning. Then it turns to scattered showers for Saturday and Sunday. Weekend mountain snow and heavy winds. We're already seeing heavy winds tonight. They'll increase as we get into tomorrow. We do have a winter storm warning for the Cascades and the Blues. They are going through Sunday evening at 5 p.m. So 10 to 20 new inches of snow in the Cascades. That's above 2,500 feet. That is pretty low for this time of year. In the Blue Mountain region, 8 to 15 inches, and that is above 4,000 feet. If you're traveling through the passes, please make sure to check on conditions and if there's any restrictions. Be very careful out on the road. So as we head into our evening hours, these showers will continue, but there might be a little pocket for Ellensburg through Yakima. Might be staying more or less dry with some scattered showers. So as we move into our overnight period, we have more shower activity, and it's actually going to build along the foothills of the Blues. And there's that snow in the Cascades continuing and snow in the Blues. So as we get to early tomorrow morning, look at these heavy cells going through Pendleton. You could see some heavy rains at time. It starts to ebb away from the Tri-Cities. And then as we get into the afternoon, just scattered showers, and that is going to continue into Sunday. And that includes those heavier winds we expect for tomorrow. 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. So let's take a look at what you can expect on your Sunday. Now, what's happening is the storm system, the upper level system, which is causing all of the wind and precipitation, will slowly move south as we move into later on Sunday. That will alleviate the shower activity in our areas, also the winds in our areas. So our temperature trend as we move along into the weekend and into our next work week, we're going to remain for the Tri-Cities in those mid-50s, about 5 or so degrees off of our average. We'll start to warm up though as we get to the latter part of our work week. So we're going to see upper 40s to 50s at least through, it looks like, Wednesday when we start to warm up. Now our winds today, 15 to 25 mile per hour winds, gusts even higher. Tomorrow, 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. But when that system starts to move south, we'll see those winds slow down on your Sunday, 10 to 15 mile per hour, and then right around 10 mile per hour for your next work week. In our almanac, we are way under our average for our highs. Overnight lows still a little bit warmer for Yakima. Tri-Cities area 5 below our average and much warmer in our overnight period. Hey, it's our 2023 countdown. We had the Mariners last night. We have the Tri-City Dust Devils. Their opener is 6 days away, and it is at home. Easter, 9 days away. The NFL draft just under 4 weeks away. So in our overnight period, we do expect to see overnight lows warmer. We're in the mid to lower 40s for the Mid-Columbia and the Blues, in the 30s for the for the Yakima Valley and Ellensburg. As we head into tomorrow, again, morning showers turning into scattered, maybe some sun breaks for the Yakima region and the Tri-Cities area, mid to lower 50s, 48 for Ellensburg, almost on par with our temperatures today. 7-day forecast, scattered showers for the Tri-Cities. It should slow down by the time we get to the evening on Sunday. Much nicer conditions in our next work week, and we start to warm up on Wednesday with more sunshine on the way. In the Yakima Valley, again, mid 50s pretty much through Tuesday, warmer in our next work week. A little bit more sunshine for your Saturday with scattered showers returning on Sunday. So folks, heavy snow in the mountains. We have heavy winds for our areas through pretty much Sunday morning and scattered showers after these showers we're seeing right now persist into tomorrow morning. Be careful out there.
With friends, there are no secrets.
I used to wet my bed.
Ross used to wear leg warmers.
Your middle name is Muriel. Ross still sees his pediatrician.
Chandler entered a Vanilla Ice look-alike contest and won. Ross came in 4th and cried. Joey was in a porno movie.
Ross married Rachel in Vegas and got divorced. Again.
No one told you life was going. The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on KAPP KVEW.
Do you have a current vehicle loan or lease? Do you want a low financing rate? Do you want a new ride? If you've answered yes, then stop what you're doing and get to Steve Hahn today. Stuck in a loan or lease? Steve Hahn wants to get you released and into any new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV with over 500 to choose from. With 0 down and as low as 1.9% financing even on used vehicles. Have a job clearing $350 per week? You're virtually approved today. SteveHahnAutoGroup.com.
Spring is here, and so are the savings. During the exclusive signature-only event at More Furniture, get 72 months interest-free financing with no money down and only your signature with payments under $45 a month. Get this beautifully crafted wood bedroom set available in 4 color options. Pair it with the coordinating dining room featuring standard or counter-height table and 4 chairs. And add style to your living room with this 2-power sofa and love seat in durable performance fabric. Visit morefurniture.com.
Watch me. Watch my first step turn to leaps and bounds. Watch me play carefree while the world goes round. Listen to me join in with every girl and boy. Screams of happiness, limitless joy. Watch me run through the grass and sand. They said I would, now I can. Watch me. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Are you spending too much time in the bathroom? After years of straining and pushing due to an enlarged prostate, your bladder loses its flexibility and strength. And none of these common prostate supplements do anything for the bladder problem. Only all-new Ideal Prostate Plus supports both the prostate and the bladder. Call now to find out how you can get your risk-free bottle of Ideal Prostate Plus, a free bottle of Ultimax, and our comprehensive guide to prostate and bladder health. Try Ideal Prostate Plus for a full 30 days, and if it doesn't help you sleep through the night, reduce urgency, frequency, and that humiliating dribbling and leaking, just return the unused portion and your credit card will never be charged for the product. That's how sure we are it's going to work for you.
I don't worry about if there's a bathroom nearby. I'm getting a good night's sleep. Oh, it's amazing.
Call 1-800-547-1228.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
It is the longest running daytime drama in the history of American TV. After more than 15,000 episodes, my goodness, General Hospital marks its 60th anniversary with a series of episodes that play like a tribute and a reunion.
All right, favorite stars have become like family for loyal viewers, and a new generation of performers is ensuring that the show will remain popular for many years to come. Sandy Kenyon has the story.
How long have you worked at GH?
45 years. But the hospital's turning 60 this year.
Amid the milestone, there are so many memories.
To be here at 60, toasting 60, I feel very proud.
And so many of us can remember when Luke married Laura, while 30 million Americans watched. Just one high point in a history that began in black and white.
Family is what's kept it going this long, which in turn gives it the loyalty of the audience who thinks General Hospital's family.
A glance at the cast assembled for a special anniversary photo shoot indicates the diversity of the families assembled by executive producer Frank Valentini.
I think the writers and Frank do a really incredible job of balancing the legends of the show and the history with them with this kind of younger cast that they're building.
The Nurses' Ball is back after a hiatus due to the pandemic.
I think this is a great way to celebrate the 60th. We get to see everybody in such beautiful glam clothes, and everybody gets to show their talent and entertain.
Chandra Wilson is a longtime fan of GH, and so was the late movie star Elizabeth Taylor, who appeared on the show in 1981.
Quiet!
Just 1 year later, future stars Bryan Cranston and Demi Moore checked into General Hospital.
Robert, this is Harlan Baker.
Good to meet you. The chance to appear where so many others have was one of the highlights of my career. That makes witnessing history now all the more meaningful.
Happy 60th anniversary, General Hospital!
Sandy Kenyon, ABC News, New York.
Wow, that is a long time to be on TV.
And judging from the list, new life goal, be a guest star on General
Absolutely,
Hospital.
I'm marking it down today.
All right, before that, we have another final check on your forecast. Very windy, very rainy. That's coming up.
The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or polar ice cap air conditioner mode, because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers all-night cooling.
Mattress Depot USA.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. So let's drive on.
and make the future we want to see together.
Get 0 for 36 plus $2,000 trade-in cash on an in-stock 2022 Escape. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands: Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco. You need a fan, but they're bulky, awkward, and never put the breeze exactly where you want it. Introducing my fold-away fan from Bell & Howell, the compact cordless fan that unfolds into your own personal wind machine and extends to nearly 4 feet high. Its lightweight, portable design makes it easier than ever to have a targeted breeze anywhere. Plus, this whisper-quiet fan has 3 separate speeds, making personalizing your comfort a breeze. My fold-away fan's rechargeable lithium battery lasts up to 10 hours, and it has enough power to blast a breeze to the other side of this room. Its unique telescoping stand allows you to place it on the floor, so the breeze will reach anywhere with ease. Then the whole thing folds away for easy storage. Get my fold-away fan from Bell & Howell for just 2 payments of $19.99. It comes with the USB cable to make charging fast and easy. My fold-away fan. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-349-4196. That's 1-800-349-4196, or go to myfoldawayfan.com.
The stage is set, a Hollywood week like you've never seen before. Incredible.
Sunday and Monday, the 2-night event begins. Your favorite Idol legends return to mentor.
This is going to be fun.
And the performances, wow. But one hopeful leaves everyone stunned.
Does that mean that you have decided to leave the competition?
American Idol, new Sunday and Monday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. So let's drive on and make the future we want to see together.
Get 0 for 36 plus $2,000 trade-in cash on an in-stock 2022 Escape. Only at your local Ford dealer.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
This newscast sponsored by wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
All right, let's get you ready for your Saturday. More sustained showers for the Tri-Cities in the morning hours, then scattered as we get into the afternoon and evening. Highs maybe a touch warmer in the upper 50s. For Yakima, you're going to see more sunshine. Could see a quick spritz here or there. And don't forget, winds 20 to 30 mile per hour tomorrow. Mid to lower 50s for Yakima. Walla Walla and along the Blues, a little bit heavier morning showers and then scattered showers with highs in the mid 50s. And for Ellensburg, could even see just a hint of rain-snow mix in your late morning hours. So get ready for, again, rains tonight into tomorrow morning, and then scattered showers on Saturday, 20 to 30 mile per hour winds, and then those winds slowing down and the showers slowing down by the time we get to Sunday evening. Next week looks much nicer.
Looking forward to that. Perhaps a weekend to stay indoors and keep it close to home.
Yes, maybe set up some April Fool's pranks on your kids.
Absolutely. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. KAPP KVEW Local News is always on at yaktranews.com.
We're back tonight at 11.